Hey everyone, your friend in crypto here. Welcome back to my channel. I just want to real quick give thanks to 93 subscribers now. That's amazing. I really appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel. I was hoping for 100 subscribers by the end of the year, and I think I'm going to easily get that. Anyway, today I'm going to talk a little bit more about BingX copy trading and give you a little more information that I think that you need to effectively find traders and what have you. We'll get started right after this. Okay, first I just need to say that I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. All right, BingX is a regular CEX centralized exchange. You can do, like I've said before, you can trade all different kinds of assets. They've got a huge, big, long list of assets here you can trade. It's just like a regular exchange, but they do have copy trading, and that's what we're talking about. I think that's what everybody's interested right now. Now they do have spot grid trading. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. They spot grid trading before BingX, you used to have to. There's a couple places you can spot grid trade, but not copy guys that are spot grid trading. Let me show you. I'm going to use this other site, a site that I've used it before to kind of explain what spot grid trading is. The long and the short of it is you spot grid trading is you set up a grid of sell orders and buy orders. This is your grid. You pick a low price and you pick a high price, and anywhere above the current price, these are sell orders. So every one of these little lines right here are sell orders. Below the current price, every one of these little lines are buy orders. How you do that is you set your low price here, you set your high price here, you say how many, you can determine how many grids you want, and this gives you a grid step percentage of how in between each buy and sell order. As the price moves up and down, let's say it goes up, it's going to buy, or it's going to sell little bits of this coin as it goes up. When it comes back down, and as it goes up, it's going to automatically fill in with buy orders behind the current price. So when the price is going to go back down, it's going to buy more of the coin, and sell orders will come with price. So as the price goes up and down, that's how you make your money. It buys and sells your specified crypto. Now here you can, and so basically that's how spot grid trading works, and you can follow these guys in their they have their own grids set up, and you just copy them, and it does it for us. Just does it for you. It's a lot less. It's there's some risk to it, but there's not very the profit margin isn't near as high. This is 208%, and in a year. Okay, now you have to look at these numbers, and don't let this fool you right here. Says 3,000% in a year, but the only reason this happened was because, as you can see, this is year in finance. And years of finance just in the last 7 days had a huge spike. That's the only reason this number. So you have to be careful of that. It'd be a different story if it was you want to find a coin that's volatile, that goes up and down, up and down, but up and down. But the only reason this number is so high is because it recently had a spike. So you can't let that fool you. Anyway, back to the trading. Now I'm going to show you. You can go in this all trader section. You can set some filters. Okay, you can set any number of these filters to find traders. I like to set the risk to about 4, the win ratio to about 60%, and that's about it. I don't mess with these other ones, or anything like that. Hit confirm, and that'll find you these traders. Now, something I want to show you, you want to look at each one of these, and you want to find somebody whose graph goes kind of up and to the right, up and to the right. But there's some other things you want to look at. Let's look at the difference between old Legend Boy here. He's kind of up and to the right, in the end, but he's got some losses too. If you go into his stats, you can look at current positions, you can look at trade history, okay? As you can see, this guy's got some pretty heavy losses. If you view more, 67% loss. And look at these. Look at how many of these big losses. Now, if it depends on your risk appetite. If you're going to go along, if you're going to go, if it's going to bother you, here's my traders. If you go into your copy trading account and you're going to see a 50% loss here one day, how is that going to make you feel? That would devastate me. Now, that's another thing with these losses. Now, if you've picked your guys right, and let's look at him. Look at this, guys. Now, he did have one big loss before, but in 2 or 3 or 4 more trades, he recovered that loss and just kept going up or whatever. So there's a lot of things that you want to look at on these when you're trying to find a trader that you like. It gives you a lot of information. This site gives you a lot of information. Let's look at this guy here. Now he's going up but he's gone up quite a bit just in the last, since the 25th. Before that, he didn't do too much at all. But look at this guy's. I'm probably going to start copying this guy right here. He's only been, trading on the site since August, just September. It tells you that. So as you can see here, it tells you the date when they started trading on the site. 204%, 239%, 185%. But he also had a few days of pretty heavy losses too. But to me, it looks like this was all on the same date. He just had a bad day that day, obviously, and lots of traders do that. If you see some, but you gotta, like I said before, you gotta decide if how's that's going to make you feel with your account. Not knowing going forward that he's going to do this, because if he could be coming along in these days, then all of a sudden how's that going to make you feel? Just a lot of things you got to think about when you're picking guys, traders to copy, and you also got to figure, like I said, this guy here, if you've picked your trader right and you see a day of losses, or just if you see a day, if you think you've picked your trader right, and he's got all good stats and everything like that, and you see a day of loss, you got to hold on. You can't just stop copying these guys, because eventually it'll end up good. Now look, I'm up at $12. I think it was like 3 or 4 days. I was just at $3, I think, is all. Now there's been some up and downs. But, this is just on a $150 account. Here before too long, I'm going to put some more money into this account and copy another guy and probably put some more money into each one of these. Now you can do that if you like how somebody your copying is doing. You can just go to details and you can edit this. You can add more money by editing your account through this right here. Increase funds, reduce funds. You can do a lot with it without stop. You don't have to stop copying them to do it. You can do it right here in the. I also want to point out that you can at any time withdraw your money. You can either stop copying somebody, withdraw your funds along with your profits at any time that you'd like. And also, if you want to just reduce the funds without stopping, you can just reduce the funds and then copy the difference, and then withdraw the difference that you've reduced your funds as in the copy details. Also, guys, I want to say it's really important that you don't just copy trade one trader. And let me tell you why. Because you want to spread your money out over two or at least two, maybe even three, or maybe more even. That way, because if you follow just one guy, I'm sure you can understand what I'm going to say right here. If you're following just one guy and he has a losing day, that's your losing day too. Whereas if it's just like with anything in crypto, you've got to spread your money out. You can't just go in on one thing. Make sure you're copying two or three guys. That way, when one guy's losing, that two other guys are winning, like I've got going right here. So yeah, follow. Find two or three or four guys to copy trade if you're going to do this. I think that's the best way to go. All right. It was just some things. That was just some things I wanted to go over. If you guys appreciate the response that I got on my last BingX video, 538 views, and I think I got 15 or 20 subscribers out of that video alone. I appreciate you guys a lot on that. And like I said, any of you guys that are just seeing this one, come check this one out too, because there's some more settings you need to look at here too, on my page here. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel, guys, and leave a like. As you can see, if you leave a comment, I will respond. I respond to all my comments, and it really helps my channel a lot. So I think that's about it. That's all I wanted to say on this one. Appreciate you guys. Have a good day.